Google Pixel Buds Wireless Smart Earbuds. When Apple first launched its AirPods, many assumed that buying headphones from traditional headphone makers would yield better results. Lo and behold, however, the AirPods proved to be pretty successful, and the move seems to have spurred others on to make similar products. Like, for example, Google, which recently launched the new Google Pixel Buds alongside its Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL smartphones. In typical Google fashion, however, the Google Pixel Buds are a little smarter than your average earbuds. They have Google Assistant capabilities built right into them, meaning you can ask Assistant about your upcoming events, the weather, and even translate on the fly through the Google Translate app. But how exactly do the Google Pixel Buds perform? And are they worth the $159? We put them to the test to find out. The first thing you'll notice about the Google Pixel Buds is their design, and that's because they're pretty unique. The buds themselves are round with a protrusion on the front, which is what you insert into your ear. Instead of ear hooks to keep the buds nice and comfortably in your ear, the headphones feature a braided nylon cord that's looped around to form an infinitely adjustable ear hook, which we really liked. It's definitely a unique design, and one that doesn't show up anywhere else, at least to our knowledge. We actually quite liked it. The headphones aren't necessarily sleek, more fun and interesting. Perhaps the only downside to the whole design is that the braided nylon can get caught on a collar pretty easy, resulting in an earbud sometimes being pulled out. To remedy this, we simply wrapped the earbuds around the ear, which worked well. One thing that you might think is missing from the headphones is on-ear controls, but thankfully they exist in the form of a touch-sensitive right earbud. The controls have been largely optimized for Google Assistant, which, if you're plugged into Android and Assistant already, will probably work out pretty well for you. To use Google Assistant, you'll simply tap on the right earbud and hold your finger there, then say what you need to say, and release. Its quick and speech recognition works very well, unlike the Invocaloud headphones that have Amazon Alexa built in, but were pretty slow and unresponsive. You'll have to take a few minutes to learn other controls, but thankfully they're pretty easy to get the hang of. Tap the right earbud to play or pause audio or answer a call, and double tap to get updates from Google Assistant, which basically consists of a rundown of notifications and the time. You can also swipe forward and back on the touchpad to turn volume up or down. It does not seem as though there are controls to skip forward or back, so if you skip songs a lot that could get a little frustrating. So the Google Pixel Buds are unique and interesting in their design and comfortable to wear, but how do they sound? All things considered, pretty good. To be honest, our expectations in sound quality weren't all that high. Instead of creating a seal in your ear canal, these headphones sit gently in your ear canal, which can sometimes present some issues with things like bass response. That didn't seem to be the case here. On the contrary, the bass response on these headphones was actually quite good. The headphones offer somewhat of a bass boost that help things like kick drums and bass guitars really shine here. There is a little muddiness in the low end, but it's not over the top and far from a deal breaker. The mid-range on the headphones is decently tuned, but quite obviously cut. The low mids offer plenty of warmth to go around, which is helped on from the boost and lows, though there's a slight cut in the high mids that arguably helps accentuate some of the moodiness and tuck away things like vocals and lead guitars.